All right, so I got to live up to some of the clickbait real quick because there's certain things that they really want to see me talk about, and I titled this in such a way, so I guess I got to get to this, okay? So, basically, a couple weeks ago, I'm minding my own business, Saturday night, and I get a DM from Akademiks' girl, or who I understood to be his girl at the time.
Hey, can you have one of them get my lemonade? Sorry.
She goes by the name of Chey Glizzy.
Yeah.
Glizzy gang. Anyway, she DMs me, Whack, and Troy Ave, and she sends us a dick picture of Akademiks, which I realize might be kind of, that shit ain't got a filter. You better be careful.
Cuz fuck with the smokers. You know what that is?
I do a lot of shit.
So I open up the DM and I see this dick picture, right?
Wait, what? I'm lost.
Okay. Akademiks' girlfriend, or I don't know if they're together or
big
whatever.
at him?
Huh?
Nothing.
Listen, I did a whole podcast with Whack. I already did my full review of the dick pic.
I was waiting for the homie to react, cuz.
Listen,
Go ahead.
Go ahead. DW is getting a taste of 22 coming through with the gay content. No, yeah, not a taste, but a feel. Pause.
A feel.
Also, pause on that.
You didn't know me at 22, we get gay sometimes, man.
Whoa, okay.
We get gay.
Wait, no.
I'm just playing.
You got to see
y'all ain't fucking me up.
in the Crip Mac thing on Channel 5.
Yeah.
I'm fully like, yeah, for years now, I've been trying to get Crip Mac to do some freaky activities with me. I don't know. My girl was watching it with me. She goes, why'd you say it like that? I'm like, I didn't mean it like, all right. But either way, so he gets in a fight with his girl. She sends basically unflattering dick pictures to a bunch of his associates / friends, right? Me and Whack do a whole podcast. We talk about it for like 40 minutes during the fucking podcast, making some jokes about the dick pictures and the fact that they maybe were not the most flattering pictures you ever seen in your life, right?
Well, Flacco said because he was on soft, you should have let him beat it before he sent
What
it to
the
you.
fuck going on?
Flacco said that. I'm saying you just
That's how Flacco
you
people.
the gay conversation.
Flacco
This shit,
will do anything to defend Akademiks to the point where it is almost pathological. Like,
because Baby Boom's
he
not
didn't
even a
even see
still
it,
with the girl?
and he going crazy defending it.
Yeah. So you said that it's not nothing to brag about.
Listen, I don't know what it's like when he's on hard. I don't know what it's
Yo.
like when he's standing with his back arched, whatever. All I know is what I saw in the picture.
Putting it all the way out every inch.
The picture was fucked up. But either way, this is a picture. Who knows? You know, like,
Photoshop.
some people are growers and not showers. You
That's
never
what
know.
I said.
Yeah.
That's what I told Flacco.
At that moment, he was probably growing
What a liquor, fam.
because that picture wasn't really showing. Wait, you don't want to fuck with the California roots? I keep looking at this bottle of wine or whatever.
Guys, who did that?
That's wine?
That's a white ass.
We could
shit.
send one of the guys in the front to go
Yeah,
get some
send one
alcohol.
of them niggas.
What do you want
What
to
you
drink?
want to get?
Send them niggas. How much longer we got?
Probably 2 hours.
I got
hour and a
Barry
half.
right here. I got Barry right.
Okay.
No, I'm saying send them niggas.
Okay. What do you want to
Barry
drink?
make sure I'm stay where I need to stay. Tequila.
Okay.
Huh?
Get him the bum together.
Nah, because weed make me like this.
No, my girl is pressing me for the weed sake.
Oh,
She wants weed.
but
Okay.
yeah, not tell cut tequila.
right.
I know they hear
Johnny,
me.
can you send that text to the group chat?
That's my boy. I told y'all we grew weed together.
What you
Oh,
want,
yeah?
Reposado?
Reposado.
Casa.
Sure, whatever.
Yeah, we grew
Sure,
weed
whatever.
together.
All right, so that happened. And after that happened, you know, and think about what my thought process is on this, which is basically like me and Akademiks have a relationship where, all right, he hit me up when my wife did the scene with the large African-American gentleman, Jason Love. You haven't seen it? You didn't hear about this?
I'm not interested.
You're too disconnected from the
You've
world around
never
you.
heard about his wife?
I know. I heard about
we didn't.
From what I
Nobody
know,
watched it.
just how
Not the
only know what I
reality
know.
show thing. I'm just talking about her doing the scene with the other guy. It was like 6 months ago or something like that. Anyway, Ak hit me up. Everybody's names are too similar. Ak, Whack, Vlad. They all kind of sound like the same name, so I'm always fucking it up. Either way, Ak hits me up. He asked me, basically, like, he goes, "Yo, it's your wife?" And we've had back and forths, you know, in the past where we had beefs where we kind of, my girl's name got brought involved or whatever. So it's like, it's kind of a soft subject. But he basically made it clear to me, I won't joke around about that shit because it's your wife. And I told him, no, you gotta make content about it because the whole point of us fucking doing this shit in the first place is to go viral, right? So I'm like, I'm not gonna tell one of the biggest content creators in the space to not talk about some situation that is fucking viral as fuck, right? So then he does like a whole play-by-play. He watched the fucking porno tape and he's reacting to it on stream or whatever, going crazy. And so then when I get the dick picture sent to me, my thought process is like, me and Ak have been on good terms for the past couple of years. But I think if there's something that comes out and it's not some life or death shit, it's some shit that at the end of the day is some funny shit, then we're going to make content. We're going to laugh about it. We're going to do it.
Fuck.
The same way that, you know, Ak had some more serious shit said about him in the past by this girl, and I didn't talk about it. I totally left it alone because it sounded crazy to me. It sounded like, you know, it could turn into a legal situation or whatever, so I wasn't going to joke about that. But then when we're talking about your girl or your ex-girl sending out your dick pictures, I mean, that to me, that's just funny, right? Like, I'm not going to show the fucking dick pictures on the stream or anything like that, but we can make some content. We can laugh about it. So we do that. Ak didn't hit me up after that. He didn't say nothing about it, right? Because, like, I assumed he was on the same page as me, where
Fuck it,
some funny shit happens, we're going to make some content about it, right?
That. He hoping that you don't post that shit, Phil.
I mean, he knows me well enough to know that I'm not going to go out there outing his fucking revenge porn.
Respect.
Like, that's some crazy. It could be the person I hate the most in the world, and if somebody sent me their fucking dick pics, I'm not going to go post the dick pics on Twitter. Number one, because that's some crazy shit from a legal standpoint, and number two, that's just weird. You know, I feel like I'm not going to be out here making moves like that. That's wild. But anyway, so we don't have a conversation about it or whatever. And then we do another episode of the Adam and Wax show. And we talked about it for like a couple minutes on there, but it wasn't really that bad. So to me, it's like this is kind of already water under the bridge. I'm sure that Ak and I are on the same page, right? Then yesterday, I get a DM from his girl or ex-girl, Chey. And she's messaging me sounding urgent as fuck. Like, she really is like, hit me, like, call me now. And my first response is, no, I'm not calling you. What the fuck? Like, you're crazy. Like you don't even know. This bitch done wild shit to him. Like, really, really wild shit. From my conversation with him on the phone now, or last night.
Even worse than the shit he put out there?
I know shit now that's way crazier than everything that the public knows about the shit that this bitch put him through. But
do you feel sorry for him?
Do I feel sorry for him for dealing with this girl? Yes, absolutely. Anybody who knew the details of this would feel sorry for him because.
What did she say?
What type of name?
It's not what she said. It's what she's done. He said.
Oh yeah, she does. She stole $500,000. She does all type of crazy.
I mean, he said. He said the cops have been to his crib like 20 times.
But why do you keep this bitch in your house?
Because you a game at that point.
I mean, the way he's talking about, I'll get to that. But so
he love her. My bad.
She tells me she wants to talk on the phone. The urgency that she hit me in the DMs made me feel like, oh shit, like this sounds like a big deal. I got to figure out what the fuck she's talking about. So I call her. First time I ever spoke to her. And immediately I get a vibe that I think would probably be pretty similar to what you would feel like if the Joker was real.
Oh.
Like, I felt like I'm really kind of talking to someone who is capable of evil.
Conniving.
Yes, like one of history's great evil dictators. Like this, she might be comparable to like a Hitler or a Joseph Stalin or something like that. That was just the energy that I was getting from this brief communication with her. And she's doing this thing that I would compare to like when you go on a podcast and you're talking to somebody who's not really like a genuine communicator, like a person who actually wants to know what you think. Because she's asking me like, she was basically telling me like, why did you and Wack have that conversation about those pictures? She's trying to tell me that the pictures are not a big deal. Those pictures have already been posted other places. I'm thinking in my head like, bitch, what the fuck are you talking about?
She's acting like you bringing it up.
Yeah,
like,
she's acting like it's my fault for talking about it and not her fault for fucking sending it in the first place. And I'm thinking like, this is crazy. Like, how the fuck are you trying to Batman this situation, trying to come in here
That's what bitches do.
Make shit cool, whatever. Like because as far as I was concerned, shit was cool. It was just jokes, whatever. But she's on the phone with me, acting like he's super mad about it, and she's kind of advocating for me to hit him up, to talk about
make it cool,
to make it water under the bridge, whatever. And so I'm telling her, I go, listen, my perspective is that he's done content where he had laughs, he had jokes about situations in my private life, and he made content about it. And my perspective is that me getting this unrequested dick pic is basically the same thing where I'll make content about it. But if it's something more serious, you know, like he had her say some shit about the cops going to his house, door getting kicked in, all this crazy shit. We didn't make content about that. Like you and Sharp, I think, might have discussed it a little bit on the pod or whatever. But I'm not joking around about that shit because that shit sounds super serious. When it comes to something like the dick pic, I'm feeling like this is something we can have a funny conversation about on the podcast. So she hears that and then is repeating it back to me, but reshaping what I'm saying.
This is cold
to
too.
be what she wants me to be saying. So she's saying, oh, so you're still hung up on the fact that he talked about Lena in the past and you're going to say anything to piss him off?
She
and
playing
and I'm like,
games.
I'm like, that's
What
not what
the
I said.
fuck?
I'm saying that I feel like a standard had been established for how me
that
and him
we're
are
cool.
going to
Right,
communicate.
we on that now.
Which is that if it's some shit that's funny,
You guys
we'll
can talk
make
about
funny
each
content
other's
about
dicks.
it. If it's some shit that's life or death or like a serious criminal situation, the same way if I had some big accusation dropped
You should have
tomorrow.
told that bitch to beat it.
So the conversation
Dude.
lasts like 5 minutes, but I'm kind of like getting the vibe from speaking to her. I'm like, oh, this
Did he
bitch
get
is
involved
really
with that
fucked
other
up.
conversation about when they were trying to put your name in all the slander with? I don't like to bring up spilled milk, but did he ever run content on that?
About what?
The young lady.
No, he actually like when that came up back in the day, he was cool about it or whatever, and he hasn't really like he hasn't really made content about that. He's just
So
like
this
you know.
is fair game. This
me,
shit
the-
is fair game.
I'll
You-
put
Lena,
I
my
would
wife.
put dick pic jokes in the same bucket as
Lena.
Lena and Jason
Yeah, for
Love
sure.
sex tape jokes.
sure.
You know, because it's like it's
I think that's just touchy. He probably more touched than you were now to think about it.
But
I could see
but
it.
the dick pic, I didn't ask for the dick pic. The dick
Exactly.
pic landed in my phone. I'm
that's
laughing
crazy.
about it. I
The dick
showed
landing in your
nobody.
phone is crazy.
and there was part of me.
Dick landing in
I
your
sound
phone.
like
Dicks are
somebody
crazy.
bitch, right?
No, but there was a part of me that didn't even want to mention the dick pic at all. I was just like, I'm just not even gonna say anything about this because I kind of felt bad immediately because it's like, you know, if your psycho ex-girlfriend hit me up and said a bunch of shit about you, and it's clear that she's telling me because she
check your
wants to
DMs.
get at you.
Check your
Right.
DMs. It's
I'm-
like 4 of them.
That's some
It's
real
really- I
nigga
gotta
shit
dig
right
through
there.
that
What
more.
you were about to say right there is some real
ahead.
niggas.
Yeah.
If you notice that she's only doing that for a bullshit ass
Hmm.
reason, I wouldn't
Can't
do
pay
it
it no
only
mind.
because of that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't take it to the furthest extent.
Because your
of
malice,
that.
it's all out of malice,
Yeah.
bitch.
And so I thought about not even saying anything about it. But the thing is that the first thing that I did when I got these dick pics is that I fucking left Whack 100 a voice note talking about it. And the world has heard it because Whack played it on the fucking podcast. But I broke it down to him because in my mind, Whack has a history of potentially, allegedly, obtaining and owning
Dick
people's
pics.
sex tapes and just what do you do with it? I've never really been in this position before where I had somebody's like, you know, intimate material that was just on my phone and I didn't know what the fuck to do or what to think. So me and Wack talked about it on the podcast. We made jokes about it. We got down. We had a funny little segment about it, whatever. But either way, when I told her that shit on the phone, she immediately gets off the phone and starts telling him Adam is real mad at you still about shit with Lena. And this is what she told him that's really crazy because this is so far removed from anything that I actually said. She said, Adam's going to come at you and anybody you fuck with because he wants to get back at you because of the Lena shit. Keep in mind, this Lena shit with him and her having issues or whatever, that's a million years ago. And also, she never even got involved in it at all. She don't even know about any time that me and him ever argued and her name came up. She basically doesn't even know about that because she's so far removed from the whole urban podcast, reindeer
That's
game
the devil.
scene.
But yeah, I'm gonna tell
It's
you like
Leonard
that.
Lamont.
That's the devil.
Exactly.
Any person who twists his shit up like that and really have a mastermind plan with it at the end of the day, just to make two niggas do. She trying to make a nigga stop fucking with you now to start back fucking with her type shit to make it seem like she on your side.
Like
So
she's the
somehow-
one
bitch she
patching it
is,
up.
Flame.
when it's really her fault.
Flame, the bitch.
She slithering.
Follow Cuz to found Cuz safe combinations and went and trimmed every safe for like 50, 60 bands at a time to where Cuz didn't see it till his goofy ass went to go count his money up one day.
Nice
He said
ass
it was
nigga.
an
That's
M,
too nice. You
and
too
it was
being
like
too nice.
550 gone from up out of there. It was supposed to be an M. He said what he had like
I seen what he said.
He said he had $500,000 tucked into socks, which also, that's some crazy shit because when she was on the phone with me, she's telling me all that shit was made up, which I don't know if I believe that.
I don't
it
know
feels
if I
more
could-
like it's, I don't really see that as being on brand for him to just
I mean,
lie
but if
about
you
it.
could trim him, he's a trick.
But he's
Hey,
trying
man,
to, yeah.
get
See,
it.
and
But he
she-
says
you
he got all
fucking
the
it
money
up.
back.
Never.
From who?
Never
From her?
Yeah, you're never gonna get all of
You
it.
might not.
Nigga.
You might
might
get
not.
90%.
You might get.
She gonna spend some of it,
come
right?
Might
on,
not.
bro. She spent a chunk of that shit the day she robbed you.
Might
She
not.
went Chanel, Gucci, Louis,
Before-
whatever
on that
she
day,
did.
if my
Yeah.
baby mama get mad enough, starting from the gas station all the way to where she going, my shit might go bling, boom, bye, bye. That's why you don't let everybody in your business. No cap.
But okay, so then he gets that response from her where she hits him up and tells him about this, that, and the other thing, and he gets on stream and he goes kind of crazy from what I heard. I only saw like 10 minutes of it, but he's mad, he's pissed off at me, and I understand why, because he's hearing her tell this crazy ass version of it, and he's also just thinking, why the fuck would Adam get on the phone with my
Right,
girl
right.
for any reason ever? And as soon as he said, because we talked last night for like an hour, as soon as he said that, I'm like, oh man, I really fucked up. Because even though I got on the phone with her thinking that she was just gonna tell me some
Shouldn't
crazy,
have got on the phone.
yeah, it's why am I on the phone in the
Because
first
he ain't
place?
supposed to be talking to your bitch.
And I just been talking about him on the podcast, and I didn't hit him up to give him fair warning like I'm fucking Israel, being like, yo, we're about to drop some fucking bombs on y'all. I just didn't say anything to him. So the fact of me getting on the phone with her in the first place, it's gonna look weird. And the thing about me DMing with her, which we had never DM'd before this either, but the thing about me DMing with her is she can send the screenshots of the DM. She's probably not gonna fake DMs, right? So he can read the DM and see exactly what I said. As soon as I say one thing to her on the phone and she could say, this is what he said on the phone, then shit is really going to get twisted up and fucked up, right? So I don't really blame him for being pissed off about that. But as soon as I get on the phone with him, I start realizing that he's in a position where he doesn't really feel comfortable communicating about the relationship, past or present, with her, because she's basically like, at any given turn, at any moment, if he says anything about her, then she's gonna go nuclear and she's gonna fuck his shit up for days and shit, basically. So by the end of the conversation, I started perceiving.
She still got shit.
Well, she's just
pocket?
like going crazy trying to fuck his life up and shit.
I've
And
been there.
I'm kind of realizing that he's not necessarily
Not all
like
the way there,
soft.
but
He's soft.
I
That's
think
on the bitch.
a lot of people on Reddit and in the comments and shit think that Ak is just fully on board and just loving having all this drama
He's
with the
like
girl and
Blueface.
everything. But I think it's really more like he has a terrorist in his life who's
Fuck.
kind of like
It get like that.
controlling
Rock.
everything, and he doesn't feel like he can really like
Get like
speak
that.
publicly. So he's trying to kind of go quietly and just sort of let her do her thing or whatever. But
She
it's-
wasn't there for him from the get.
because it's like a timer gets set. What up, Remo? It's like a timer gets set with him, where as soon as look at Remo handing over some fucking liquor. How you doing,
Damn,
G?
he got that
What's that?
dripping
That's a
thing.
regular juice?
Yeah, that's a lemonade. Go ahead.
A little bit. Hey, no. Cuz I've been there before where it's like, fuck, I can't leave this
But
shit
he's soft
because
on the
you so.
bitch, though. He
he's a-
let too much. He getting
She not
stopped
there for.
on.
Cuz. She didn't come there for cuz. Look,
She came for
I'm
that
gonna tell you
bread.
this. Look, don't get me wrong. I got homies in all shapes, different sizes, player niggas, down to they get all type of bitches. But you know when a certain bitch ain't here. I done been in certain places where I know a bitch ain't here just for me. Cause
You here for what's going on?
yeah, even though cause she was dealing with these type of niggas. Now she got me. She see I'm young hot. You know what I'm saying? I know why you here. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta watch what you letting in your circle. Once I see you slithering, okay, I know how to move. I'm stumped down on this bitch though because
Yeah,
bitch, you got me fucked up. You take
Take her soft
500K
on
from
that
me.
bitch.
Niggas get put up top for
Come on,
500K.
Come on, man.
You sound stupid. I don't give a fuck. I ain't saying.
It's
I'm
over
doing
with.
some go 500K. 500K. I could go give 10 over here to see about you.
That's what it's like a whole lot of shit that he let her do, build up to this shit,
Yeah.
and now he's
She gonna
mad.
keep doing it.
It's like, why are you letting her take soft dick pics? What's going on? Let's
What
start
is?
there.
Hold on, fam.
I know,
He
cuz,
probably-
like, what are you
You niggas
doing,
better stop being
cuz?
uncomfortable around, or too comfortable
Comfortable
around
around
these
the bitch.
females.
But that's the
'Cause
thing is
niggas be
you can
naked
tell
looking
that
weird.
those pictures were basically like, if I had to guess, it was her hitting him with like the.
But
You know,
on 6,
like,
seven-
oh, I'm gonna get some blackmail.
Don't
real
do
quick.
that, though.
because it wasn't like the picture that you would want to take if you
Right.
actually were trying to get the dick picture. It seemed more like
Nigga, I would have been hard
Was
if
he
I was trying to
standing
get a
up or
dick
sitting
picture.
down?
He's sitting down. He ain't even looking at the camera, so it's like he doesn't even
yeah,
know or
she
whatever.
snuck
She
cut.
So that's
extra got
crazy
up
because
on
that lets
cut.
you know that she was preparing this way in advance and getting ready to fucking have something to
She had
expose
that
about.
just in case.
She probably took those. I think those photos are like old. They're
Do
like
we
6
get
months old, a
booty
year
butt
old.
naked though?
Hey, it's
Do
new.
we get
Whenever.
booty butt naked for the bitch?
Hey,
though?
look.
You won't get naked. You're so straight. You won't get naked.
Hey, Gay, let me tell you one thing. I
ain't
just
get
found.
booty butt
Hold on,
naked.
I don't like to do. Matter of fact, certain shit you do not say on the internet. Motherfuckers aim for you after that. But that's what I'm saying. Me personally, I don't even get when I'm at home or you see me in a room with my baby mama or anybody. I'll be like, cuz, hold on, cuz.
Basketball shit.
If I'm moving around naked too long, I'm uncomfortable.
For like 10 seconds, I'm to the shower to my boxers.
I'm saying, but like me and my baby mama, we had fun with bitches and all that. So nigga didn't have beat all type of ways before.
Get cracking.
But you gotta just watch, even when she play or whatever. Don't play with me like that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not really
on,
naked for very long.
Don't play with me
Yeah,
naked,
you
cuz.
feel me?
I'm naked like getting out of the shower. No, but he wasn't naked. He got a shirt on. He got his pants like pulled down a little bit.
That's weirder.
Oh.
That's weird,
So he
bro.
over there like, you gonna suck it?
That's weird. What you doing though? But how's your pants down and you soft and she take a picture of that? How does that work?
Freaky
If
at that
I had
point.
to guess,
That's super freaky.
They
at
had
that
just
point.
done something sexually and his pants were still down.
How long ago?
Why?
Because
Like,
a nigga should.
Moments
me
before,
personally,
if I had to guess.
No,
Me
because none of
personally,
it still be
I'm
dripping
still
out
this-
the tip of his dick. So
His dick did look dry.
pause,
It didn't look
nigga,
like
pause.
wet and like
Yeah,
lubricated.
cuz
So I will say that.
It's still gonna be pussy
Bro.
juice, all type of shit on your dick. It's gonna be a little shy.
I'm still gonna be like, I'm still gonna be kind of right
And
there.
you gonna be half tub. That's what I'm like. Cuz still gonna be going down.
Or
It ain't
maybe
going
hold on.
back.
But look. I don't know about this nigga dick.
Yeah, mine is. Yeah, I'm talking about myself.
But I'm just saying that's a
But
weird
Flacco knows
position.
everything. He said that nigga's a yard man.
Yeah, but he's
he
just
said
making
that
that
he's
up.
a yard
He's
man. You
just
can't
saying
tell
that.
me that he got a little dick. He's from Jamaica. He got big mandingo. I said, man, what the fuck
going
are
on,
you
fam?
talking about?
That's crazy.
That's crazy that you're trying to.
It's-
You're mad because your fucking idol got caught slipping with a soft one, and you saying that he's
But
a
Flacco
foot
hasn't
longer.
even seen it. Cause
doesn't
I didn't
care.
show nobody besides Remo and my girl.
He's a meat rider. So I told him, I said, Flacco, you ride dick. He's like, yeah, sure. Yeah. I said, man, what the fuck are you talking about? dude?"
Anyway, like we had a long conversation about it last night, and I could accept that I did something fucked up by even hopping on the phone with her, because why would I ever have a conversation with her before I had a conversation with him when it comes to something like this? And he acknowledged that he wasn't bent out of shape about the fact that me and Wack had the conversation, because that was what I was concerned about at first. I was like, so is this a situation where it's like one set of rules for me and another set of rules for thee?
Yeah.
Like, you can joke around about shit that's going on in my private life, but I can't joke around about shit that's going on with your private life, even when both situations are clearly like very comical in nature. That was the shit that I was temporarily kind of upset about. But once I talked to him, I realized that he wasn't even planning on saying nothing about the fact that me and Wack had that conversation or whatever. He just got bent out of shape from talking to her about it.
I
So
think he would
I
want to let that
understand.
die down, though, right?
Huh?
I would want it to die down if I was him.
What, there's just a dick pic
I
combo
wouldn't
in
speak
general?
on it either because I would want it to die down because
Yeah.
everybody would go watch, look, see.
But all right, I'm gonna be real with you. Ak is in a weird position, and from talking to him last night, I realized that he gets this. Where you get to a point where the fans basically decide that they want to be the ones steering the ship. Where maybe you want to make content where you come in here and you talk about rap albums, or you talk about whatever the fuck's going on, yada yada, and then all of a sudden the fans want you to talk about drama with your girl or whatever. But from his perspective, I seen he uploaded earlier today or last night, he uploaded a clip of him talking about Gotti's guy,
His brother.
Big Juke or whatever,
Yeah.
getting killed. Realistically, that's the kind of shit that would probably do well on his page. Is him having conversations about some hip hop shit.
Exactly.
Having conversations about your girl, especially in a situation like this where it's not like it's some famous girl, it's just this random girl that maybe the Akademiks Reddit really cares about it. Maybe the No Jumper Reddit is hyped up about it, but it's not really like the content that he's necessarily going to make if he wants to make popular content, you know? So I understand where he's coming from, that the fans might want him to talk about that shit every night. He's not the one who really put any of that shit out on Front Street. Like, if it were up to him and what he had put out there, then you probably wouldn't even know who this fucking girl is. Everything that we know about their relationship was basically brought to the table by her. She's exposing
The
shit
snake.
I
about
think he
it.
got-
Whenever she got a boring week going, boom, she gonna say this,
she's
that.
slithering. I'm
Even
trying to
me
tell
having
you.
this conversation, I almost feel bad clearing this shit up because I know that the end result of this conversation is probably going to be her
Boosted
saying,
her.
all right, I'm going to press a few more
Yeah,
buttons,
press a
try to
few more.
crank shit up a
Exactly.
little bit more.
Exactly. So I think that the fucking spotlight is a little bit off of academics now.